Rocker Pat here. Alright guys, let's go over the week that Rocker Pat's had this week. Let's start out with the Porsche that came in. And I'm going to tell everybody now I'm done with all European cars. And the fact that I happen to have 4 brand new 1987 911 Carrera rotors sitting here on my floor. But yet I don't have a 1987 Carrera here in my shop. Matter of fact, I never even had a 1987 Carrera come into my shop. I had a 1974 914/6 come into my shop that was supposed to have these parts on it. And after special ordering the parts, paying for them, and oh, guess what? There's no returns on special order parts. They didn't fit the car. So I got $600 worth of rotors sitting here on the floor, and the guy didn't even offer to pay for them. And I can't force him to pay for them by law. So I'm stuck with them. But my biggest question is what makes that chunk of steel worth $147 a piece times 4? What makes all that worth that amount of money when they're $35 for that Honda? And they're exactly the same thing. I go back to this, the European people are seeming to buffalo in America. I don't know what they're doing to the rest of the world, but I think they're taking advantage of America, and I ain't too happy about it. Let's talk about my Honda with the cylinder head here. I get done with it, and I drive it. I have driven this car a total of 17 miles. The problem with it was that I had oil going into the cooling system, but no water going into the oil system. I pull the head off, send it out, have it milled, put a new head gasket, new head bolts, everything, get it all back together. I got 17 miles on it, and I'm showing sign of oil now in my water. You see that pink down there in the bottom? Right down there, right, let's see, where's my finger, right there, and right there, looks like I got condensation going on up in here. I don't know what's going on here. I didn't have any water in the oil when I started this project, but here I am done with it, and but hey, let's get to the fun part of this week, because we ain't even got there yet. On the way to the Honda dealership today. Well, I had to go to the Honda dealership because I needed the clip that holds this prop rod in. The car had a broken hood hinge, and I was waiting on one of those, and I needed 2 heater hoses to replace all the hoses on this car, because I don't know why this car has the problem. It's supposed to only have 16,000 miles on it. It's a 2012 with 16,000 miles on it, and it's got a blown head gasket. So anyway, on the way back from the Honda dealership, on my way over to the other Honda dealership to pick up the part that they didn't get right for me, well, look at the side of my truck. There was a major motor vehicle accident on the Gulf Freeway in Houston, Texas today. And y'all remember that old show on TV, that show Chips, with Poncherello and that white dude that nobody knows who the hell he is? I don't remember what his name was, but the Poncherello, because everybody liked Poncherello on that show. So anyway, you know how every episode of that show there'd be a major motor vehicle accident on some freeway in Los Angeles, and there'd be everything happening, man. There'd be cars going right, there'd be cars going left, there'd be cars sliding sideways, there'd be cars going this way, and of course a motorcycle's got to drive through a camper trailer, or a boat trailer's got to go flipping over upside down. I think there was even an explosion today. But my truck got a little sideways on the Gulf Freeway, and things went south real quick, and there were 4 cars involved in this, counting mine. and my truck hit the side of Hilton Furniture's owner of Hilton Furniture, the guy on the TV. I know y'all don't live in Houston, but anybody that's watching that does live in Houston, you all know the Hilton guy. Let him have it. Well, I let him have it, all right. Smacked the shit out of his truck. Blew out the window in mine, sent all the glass over onto him. And Then after I whacked him, I went back the other way. It was Dukes of Hazzard, A-team. We're sliding sideways, going down the Gulf Freeway at 80 miles an hour. Tires are screeching, children are crying, women are crying. I don't know what else is going on. So I go right, I go left, I go back the other way. All I know is then I hit another car with the ass end of mine, and that sent that one into another car. So pretty much my day turned out to be one of them situations where all I can say is, after everything that happened, I got cut off. I had to slam on the brakes. I had to yank the steering wheel hard to the left, or I was going to rear end somebody else. And all I know is I went into turn 3 at Talladega. Shit hit the fan. I was going left, right. The big one was happening. It was the double big one, the triple big one, Chips, the A-team, Dukes of Hazzard. Everything was flying and the people were crying. And somehow, when it was all said and done, I came out of turn 4 at Daytona. And everything was tore up. Y'all keep rocking and a-rolling and a-rolling and a-rocking, and I gotta keep rocking it down. I got a window to fix. Talk to y'all next time.